Well, hello everyone. It's Angela with Mystic Moon bringing you guys another reading. So today's topic is, what is this soul connection, soulmate or twin flames? You know me, I normally don't focus on labels, but this has been requested. So I thought, why not go ahead and give you guys what you've been looking for. So we're just going to confirm whether you're in a soulmate or a twin flame contract with someone. So obviously whatever comes up today, just take it as it resonates for you and get rid of anything that doesn't. I do tend to channel for those that are experiencing either a separation or a challenge in their connection, so keep that in mind. And all the decks I'll be using here today, I believe, are created by myself and will be in the description box down below. Somebody asked the other day if I'm still selling decks, and I thought that was a strange question because in all of my readings, I always say that, you know, my decks are for sale, they're down below, but I just wanted to confirm that some of my older, more original decks, they have been revamped. You know, they've been updated, they've been revised, but they are still the same in terms of the words and the descriptions and basically the meaning of the deck. So that would be the Twin Flame Journey Oracle and the Twin Flame Journey Tarot, which someone specifically asked about the other day. So anyways, you guys, these are the beautiful Twin Flame Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine nudes created by Michelle from Bell's Wing and Bells. So this will also be listed down below. So anyways, let's just go ahead and dive right in, all right? So we're going to take a look and see. Let's go ahead and look at that identifying energy. Is your current love story with a soulmate or a twin flame? So this is perfect because this is where we're going to use my original, very first deck I ever created, Twin Flame Journey Oracle. So it does say revised edition on that, but let's see. What are we dealing with here today, you guys? Twin flame or soulmate? Let's see. What is this energy here of twin flame or soulmate? So I obviously have a few different cards here that will indicate to me what you guys are dealing with. Ooh, so we have observer. Okay. Let's see here. We have contemplation. Interesting. So this connection obviously is giving someone a lot to think about. You know, we're observing someone else's behavior. So this could be a mirroring aspect. All right. We have shadow work, kind of like an ego death type of a situation. So this connection could really give us you know, that feeling where we're questioning everything. We're going to some, you know, really shadowy places with ourselves. We have compromise. At the end of the day, you know, we really need to kind of decide whether or not, you know, this situation is, you know, is it compromising our well-being, or is it something where we can work with this individual and compromise with them, you know, getting on the same page with someone. Okay, so we have Divine Feminine. So that was one of my twin flame connector cards. So this is going to be more of a twin flame connection. And it doesn't surprise me because immediately I got mirroring energy, and you're usually going to mirror with your twin flame. So this is somebody who is going to bring up maybe some of the worst aspects of you by acting these things out, and it's going to help you to see something about yourself that you need to release or work on. So I definitely get more of a twin flame vibe for this particular reading. So now that we've seen that marker of Divine Feminine, we're going to shift over and get some more information. So I want to kind of break it down. So what we're going to do is just take it in the order that we got it. And I think this is the way it worked here. Yeah, here we go. So we're going to start off with observer. So you meet this person, right? You meet them and immediately you start observing something in them that you absolutely love. You are just, wow, you know, in awe of this individual, and vice versa. You know, you meet each other and it's just instant attraction, instant chemistry. Maybe you even feel like you've known this person your entire life. It doesn't mean there's no work involved in order to get to know someone, but there's like this already established energy or connection that is just present. So let's go into this tarot deck and see what this is all about. Ooh, yeah, it's like it hit you like a tower, right? Divine intervention. So there's something about this particular connection being divinely orchestrated. This is like meeting this person at the perfect time. And some of you guys might be saying it wasn't the perfect time, because if it was the perfect time, they wouldn't have, you know, been in this situation, or I wouldn't have been in that situation. But actually, as a matter of fact, it actually was divine timing, because you guys were brought together in order to crumble down anything that wasn't wasn't working. So bad habits, traumas, whatever, this was going to be brought up in this connection in order for you to go through a major transformation and change, okay? So that's what the Tower energy is. It's very abrupt. It's kind of like surprising. It happened. It feels like it just happens out of nowhere. You might not even be looking to meet someone, and then it's just like this chance encounter because it's fated. It's destined that you and your twin flame will cross paths, at some point in your lifetimes. So with this particular person we're focusing on here today, that's how it felt. It kind of hit you like a tower moment. But this particular connection could have been a connection that really devastated certain parts of you. I did get ego death there. So some sort of like this individual bringing out the best, but also the worst parts of you, feeling like you went through even like just a death. Losing this person could have felt very devastating for you guys if that's your story. But it's definitely life changing. So you meet your twin flame and they change your life forever. Okay. So that's what we see when we meet this person, someone of importance, someone of great significance. That's a twin flame energy. It doesn't mean that soulmates aren't important, but soulmates are going to be less intense. Soulmates are going to be more about connections where it just flows. Doesn't mean there's no work to be done. It just means that, things are a little bit more smooth. So now we have this charging at energy with Chariot, okay? So we've got Aries as well as Scorpio with this, and we also have Cancer. So you could have met your person or your twin flame during those seasons for some of you guys, but the Chariot is about two people getting on the same page so they can make it work and move forward. Well, I'm getting here that this connection when you came together with your twin flame was destined to bring up a lot of crap, but not be an easy flow. So maybe after work on yourself, on the ego, transforming different aspects of yourself, healing traumas, things like that, it may be smooth sailing after that, but it is not a straight path right when you meet your twin flame. There's going to be some side tracks. There's going to be obstacles. There's going to perhaps be a separation, certain challenges. This is meant to be this way in order for you guys to do the work on yourselves. So the Chariot to me is about two people getting on the same page in order to make that Chariot move forward. I also see the Chariot as a destiny card. So to me, this is like a destined encounter. But if you guys are not on the same wavelength or the same frequency at that time when you meet, it's not going to move forward smoothly. So I feel like there has been a bump in the road, or maybe many bumps in the road with your particular person. But you're observing your person. You're seeing how they are. You're seeing, how they're acting and what they're doing. There may be a lot of projection as well. We have a tendency to look at other people when we're feeling a lot of shit and we want to project it or blame it on them. Kind of like, well, I wouldn't be feeling this way if you weren't doing this or you weren't doing that. That is a part of this contract. So you may have done this to them. They may have done this to you. This creates, of course, challenge. And we have the Seven of Pentacles, reevaluation. I'm not surprised to see this at all, because the Seven of Pentacles is one of those cards, you guys, where you have to sit back and kind of figure out, can we move forward? Do we have enough substance to make this work? I'm getting for a lot of you, you guys may have just kind of agreed to go into a different direction. One of you may have decided, hey, I can't do this anymore, and may have abandoned the other person. So there could be major wounds here with separation. But whatever it is, we're building up to a certain point, but we just don't know if we can, continue to go down this path. We do also have two number sevens here. So the Chariot is number 7 and we have 7. So sevens to me are very spiritual numbers, obviously. And 7 to me just means we are growing through spiritual challenges. So this person spiritually challenges you and you spiritually challenge them. So that's what's coming through. All right, let's see what else. We're going to now go into this contemplation energy, which is reflecting, pondering, and rumination. It may be very difficult to stop thinking about this person or to forget about them. And the thing is, when you finally encounter a twin flame, it's almost impossible to forget them. Does it mean you can't move on? No. Does it mean you'll never be happy without them? No, it doesn't mean those things. It can become that for you if you allow it to. But the thing is, you're always going to carry a part of this person with you. It's just the way it goes. So that goes for them as well, you guys. Let's see what else. We have divine masculine coming through. So we do have in this reading confirmed a divine masculine and a divine feminine. So that just reconfirms for me this twin flame dynamic. Okay. So to me, what this is saying, as the divine feminine is more reflective. She goes within. She feels things. It doesn't mean the masculine doesn't feel these things, but the divine masculine is more action oriented, gets out into the world, makes things happen, etc. And so the divine feminine is going to be more about feeling and receiving, etc. So I feel like it might be a part of the divine feminine's lesson to adopt some of the divine masculine's traits instead of staying stuck, ruminating on this connection, getting stuck, not moving forward in a healthy way. You're meant to adopt some of this divine masculine energy within yourself. So I think that's a beautiful thing. We have Knight of Swords, decisive action. Looks to me like this particular divine masculine might be taking certain actions that really feel hurtful to the divine feminine, okay? It causes you to question everything, kind of like why? You know, how could you be so cruel or cutting with your words or your actions? What I'm seeing here is this particular masculine and this dynamic of your contract may be still trying to figure out who he is in this world, figuring out his place, figuring out what he's doing with his life, etc. So there might be this phase here where it seems very either destructive or it seems very hurtful to the divine feminine. I don't know why I can't pick up this damn card. With the Ace of Cups. I do like this though, because this to me, it's like put the focus back on the self. So instead of, you know, looking at this particular divine masculine as if he just loved me or like if he was just here or he was just, you know, with me or telling me these things, then I would be okay. Feminine, I feel like it's a part of your lesson to of self-love, to provide that for yourself. So there's an opportunity for you not to put all of your cups into or your eggs into this masculine's basket, and really make sure that you're focusing more on the self. And it's not in a selfish way. It just means you've got to make that time and space for self-love and self-care, because if you don't, you will lose yourself in this divine masculine. And you are also being asked to, you know, in a way kind of join this divine masculine, like as an individual, like your individual energy, empower yourself on your journey. That's the most loving thing that you can do, is to celebrate yourself, celebrate your life, and not constantly focus on that separation. You know what I mean? Union is really within. And so it's really that's what Ace of Cups to me is. It's union within the self. And when you have that union within yourself and you feel full and fulfilled on your own, then everything else, it just seems to fall in place at the right time. So I feel like there's a little bit of a lesson there for the feminine on this journey. Now we're going to go into the shadow work here. So this is the dark side, the ego, and uncovering things. Oh, there's the soul contract. So there's definitely a soul contract here, and it's a twin flame contract. Justice to me can be an indication of karma. There might be other soul contracts while this connection is in separation. You may have met your twin flame when they were already in a soul contract. Maybe you met your twin flame when you were already in one. But there is some sort of a soul contract that is in addition to this connection. So karmic partners are going to play a huge role in healing shadows, revealing and uncovering wounds and things like that. These things have to take place in order for this, soul evolution basically to take place. So evolving is the only way that we can truly evolve is to uncover the dark side. So that is taking place here as well. Yep, there it is. That's karma. So there's the karmic contracts. There's other karmic contracts. There's karmic relationships that are playing out. They don't all have to be romantic, by the way. This could be family members, friends, or even coworkers, just people in your lives that are basically helping you to uncover past pain and past trauma, so that way you can ascend to the next level. And I feel like, ooh, I love this. This is karma. The world is Saturn, which is karma. there is some sort of a completion of karmic cycles or karmic traumas or wounds that need to be healed before the two of you can come into union together. So if you guys are finding right now that you're in a problematic stage with your twin flame where you're not coming together in union, there's a lot of things that are happening. Let these things play out. Do the work. Things that make you feel afraid, things that make you feel scared, things that make you feel insurmountable. So, it's kind of like we want our twin flame to heal. We want our twin flame to be ready, but are we ready? So we have to ask ourselves, what is going on in my life that I need to clear? What's going on in my life that I need to heal? And how can I show up for myself more than I already am? Am I really living my best life? Am I putting forth the best version of myself? If the answer is no, it's time to do that. It's time to complete some sort of cycle. But I feel like there is another contract, and I don't want to say it's in the way, because nothing really is in the way. It's just that some kind of karma with another person is playing out while you and your twin flame are in this separation or challenge currently. So that's just the way it's going to go. But this connection is going to be up for review again. So this does tell me after either an injustice or after a separation, there will be either amends that are made, an apology that has been, is being given, or just an opportunity for the two of you guys to come back to this, revisit this to see if you guys can give it another shot. That to me looks like it's a part of your soul contract. All right, let's go ahead and go into the compromise. So to me, what I got here, instead of like, yes, it is important to compromise with another person. It may be difficult for some of us to do that because we're set in our ways. We have unhealed wounds and things like that. But I feel like, this is compromising your own mental health, because of another. We have to get to a point where we're not willing to compromise our well-being anymore if someone is not ready or if somebody is not healed. We have the Nine of Pentacles. I love this. This is about if someone cannot compromise, if someone is not showing up and giving, it's not a 50-50 give and take here. It may be that we need to go off on our own for a while and take care of ourselves. So don't be afraid to do that on your journey. We have the Seven of Wands. Yep, if that's what you need to do. There's a lot of different teachers out there, and I'm not a teacher, by the way, with twin flames at all. I'm not an expert, but just for me in general, when it comes to people, the last thing that you want to do is give excuses to compromise your own well-being because of a label. So there are some philosophies out there. It's your twin flame. You have to say yes. You have to. Unconditional love means you can just keep coming back as many times as you want and screwing me over. Hell no, that is not what unconditional love means to me. That is not what I feel the divine would want for us, is to continuously compromise our well-being on the account of another person just because they're a twin flame. You see what I'm saying? So the Seven of Wands to me is very much, we do have to hold healthy boundaries, you guys, with people that we really love. We have to say no sometimes. Sometimes saying no is the most loving thing that you can do. So this is about not getting this twisted. It's about realizing when to put up a healthy boundary and when something is honoring yourself, or maybe we're being a little harsh, or we're keeping ourselves like safe in the hermit's mode because we're afraid that we're going to get hurt. So there will be these feelings that pop up on your journey for the both of you, where some of you guys are just not sure that you guys can compromise. You can't compromise and let your vulnerable side come out, or it's compromising your well-being. And so, you constantly feel like you're on the attack or being attacked. And so we have to make sure that we're taking care of us. Yep, we have the Two of Swords, because all this is going to do, it's just going to keep you stuck. Continuing to co-sign someone else's bullshit and say it's okay and keep forgiving someone who's lying to you, cheating on you, etc. All that's going to do is keep you stuck. That's actually not going to help, move things forward at all. At some point, we're going to have to say no. At some point, we're going to have to put a boundary up. At some point, we're going to have to be discerning and say, you know what, this doesn't feel right for me. It doesn't feel right. This doesn't feel like this isn't helping me at this point. Continuing to stay in a situation just because I was told it's twin flame or, whatever. This is still an individual journey. We still have that responsibility to ourselves to take care of and love ourselves. So it's about not getting it twisted on this journey, which is very easy to do with a lot of things that we hear, okay? Now we have the Divine Feminine. The reason I'm talking so much to you, Divine Feminine, is because first, you guys are the majority of my audience, but you did come up here in the main portion of the reading. So a lot of this, it doesn't mean none of this is coming up for your masculine and what he needs to do, but there's a lot of stuff. Yes, see, look at this. Whew, that's tough. 10 of Swords, painful ending. Wow. This is tough, you guys. It may be that you got stabbed in the back. It may be that the way that things ended, it made you feel like you were dying. Okay, very intense energies here. But what I'm getting here is that this death is really going to lead to a rebirth and transformation. It's the death of the old and the rebirth of the new. You know, it's almost like you're clawing yourself out of that grave. If you guys ever saw Kill Bill 2, you know, she's in that coffin. She was buried alive and she remembers her spiritual teacher and she pounds her way, you know, by pushing through that coffin and just, you know, crawling out of that grave. And just that's the vision I'm getting here. It's about survival. It's about saving yourself. No one's going to come and save you. This divine masculine isn't necessarily going to come back and make it all better for you. So if you guys are waiting for that, it may be that's where you're stuck. So this is about doing the most loving and kind thing that you can do to yourself. Okay. And it's also about being gentle and not raking yourself over the coals. And you know, this has its place. Anger can be motivational. Rage and all that stuff can be motivational. But if we lean too much into the shadow, it can consume us and it can keep us stuck. So this is about balancing that energy on this particular journey. I love this with Queen of Pentacles. This is you. You came here to do some great things, Divine Feminine. You did. You came here to do something in the material world. The Queen of Pentacles is ruled by the sign of Capricorn, and Capricorn is all about the material world. It's all about money. It's all about finances. It's all about position and power. Now, that doesn't mean that you guys have to, you know, that's important to you. Because to me, I mean, money is great. Money is comfortable, but it's not everything. Especially when you've had it, you're just kind of like, you know. But this is about being comfortable, knowing your worth, maybe even starting a business, knowing your value, charging appropriately for services and your time, you know, doing something with your physical world. So I feel like this is what motivates you to really transform yourself in a physical way. This could even be physical health, you know. And we have the Knight of Pentacles, steady progress. So to me, this is about some sort of a business and making some sort of a plan for yourself and taking things slow, even if it seems like it's impossible. Like, oh, it's just, you know, it could even be like going back to school for some of you guys, which might take a long time to accomplish a particular goal or get a certification to do something. But guess what? What Spirit is telling you, there's no better time than to start over now. It's never too late. So that might be something that you guys experience on your journey. So instead of ruminating on this and feeling like shit over the ending, Spirit is saying boost yourself up and be the best version of yourself. That's what your twin flame contract is actually doing for you. So now we're going to go into the growth opportunities, which are what beautiful growth opportunities are shining through this connection. So remember, this connection, this twin flame dynamic is here to show you something. It's here to teach both of you something. So let's go into this. What are the growth opportunities for this connection? What are we learning? I love that. Guardian. I will guide you in the darkness. What's interesting to me is that you guys are both guardians for each other. You guys both feel each other energetically during dark times. You know, your person may have, like your divine masculine, may have referred to you as an angel, guiding him. Even when you guys were together, he still feels this way today, divine feminine. This is about gravitating towards the light when we're in dark spots, when we're experiencing darkness, when we're just kind of cloaked in darkness. So there's a beautiful opportunity to basically shine light on the dark so that way we can heal and ultimately choose the light. That's beautiful. So shadow work is absolutely necessary on this journey and in this contract. We have alienation, and this has something to do with, isolation. So I'm going to read it. The act of isolation stems from the fear of intimacy. Do not take this behavior personally or try to force anyone to open up. Feminine, this may be some sort of darkness or trauma that your divine masculine is facing. Okay. You might be trying to come in and just, shining so much light. Maybe you are a light worker. Maybe you have even tried to work with healing this masculine. You cannot do the work for him. This is not about you. This is about the masculine. So this is something that the masculine must face. You can be there sending him love and light on the sidelines, but as far as intervening with his healing process, this is something he has to do on his own, okay? This is also about you too, feminine. You can go to the dark side, remember. You can stay stuck in the grave. You cannot live your life. You could totally isolate yourself like the hermit and basically not live. You can do that. That's what the darkness does. It fools us into thinking that we're nothing, that we can't do it. But the light's trying to come in and guide you towards a better life, making different choices that will bring different results for you. So there's an opportunity to grow from the darkness. It's very uncomfortable to feel all of these dark things, but there is so much wisdom in it if you just allow it, if you just allow yourself to see it, okay? All right, what else? Inner voice. I will inspire you to speak your truth. This is about being authentic. Maybe before your divine masculine, or maybe before you divine feminine, you didn't know how to be authentic. Like, you didn't know how to speak your truth. This particular process is going to transform you to always speak your truth. I mean, I'm thinking of a situation right now where I'm like, the person I am today is not the person I was with the person I'm thinking of right now. Why was I not more authentic? Why was I afraid? I know I was afraid. I was afraid of being abandoned by this person. So I was not speaking, full truths. If I had just spoke my truth, I wouldn't have certain feelings or issues that I have today. So ultimately, that situation and connection helped me to always speak my truth, because to me, it's not worth it. The reflection on it's just not worth it. So I just feel, you guys, that if you were not 100% authentic with either yourself or your masculine, this to me, while you're in separation, is really going to help you to see how important that really is. That being authentic in who you are, if it's not enough for somebody, then they're not your person. So it's about no longer being afraid of that. And that could go for your masculine too. Yeah, unavailable. The rejection is for my divine protection. So again, this to me is kind of like a black and white attitude. It's if you don't want me and you can't accept me and you're not ready for me, then it's just not meant to be at all, or it's just not meant to be right now. But I'm not going to sell myself short. I'm not going to dance for my worth. I'm not going to try to prove to you that I'm worthy. I know I'm worthy right now, just the way that I am. So I feel, feminine, that this whole entire situation, this painful ending, has really helped to boost your confidence and has really helped to boost that self-worth that this is who you truly were all along, but maybe you were just not fully awakened yet. Okay. But this masculine certainly shined a light on that, if I can talk. All right. Let's go ahead and get some specifics for the masculine, because I feel like that was really for you, divine feminine. We have obsessed. This is something about desires. This masculine may have had his eye on other things. This could be power. This could be money. This could be fame, fortune, attention from other people. Whatever this was, he had some sort of desire in his sights. This to me is like looking elsewhere, maybe even hiding these desires. So there's a lot of shadow work, a lot of ego death that needed to still take place for this masculine. This could also be happening right now. Okay, so whatever this is a darkness. This is a darkness that can consume you and lead you in the wrong direction. Okay, so this is silence. This masculine may be silent right now, feminine. This doesn't necessarily mean that he's not curious about you, or that he, doesn't want to talk to you. But there's something about things that are being left unsaid right now. Might just be easier for this masculine to kind of withhold things and keep things to himself. This masculine seems to be, when it comes to this connection, maybe not being his authentic self, not maybe telling you his truth, still trying to figure it out. I feel like there's still this devil energy connected to this masculine. He's still stuck either in a karmic situation or a karmic lesson. There's still something that he's wrestling right now, like some demons he's wrestling within himself. And so until those things get cleared, it may be that you don't hear from him. That's what I'm seeing. So that's just a part of the contract. But there's a lot of growth for you in this silence. That's what I'm seeing here. Yep, ghosting. Interesting. This masculine could also have just disappeared from your life. He's having a hard time, a big fear of facing you. You are a mirror, so it's like looking in a mirror. If he sees you or speaks to you or has you in his life, it may be too painful if he's not ready to face his darkness, his shadow. So you may have been cut off. There may be complete silence, complete ghosting going on. There may be something that he's just completely dove into. It could be anything, substances, certain behaviors, etc. There just could be something that's going on, but this is where the masculine is really going to truly meet his maker, basically. This is where he's going to be brought down to his spiritual knees and have that reawakening or have that total transformation that needs to take place. So it's not necessarily going to be done by something that you're doing per se. It's really going to be about whatever rock bottom he hits on this journey. So that's going to be transformative to him. So if you're trying to do something feminine, what Spirit is saying, take that focus and take that energy and put it more on yourself. Whatever's going on with this masculine, there's something bigger that's going to get his attention. There's something bigger that's going to create a breakthrough for him. And we have mourning. So this, again, I realize that all endings are opportunities to start anew. What I'm getting here is that we can mourn this separation or this what's happened here all day long, but it's really not going to get us anywhere. There's a time and place for all emotions. Negativity, rage, sadness, those are not necessarily bad things, but it's all in balance, okay? So it's about honoring these feelings because that's true and authentic. We're not doing a spiritual bypass here where we're pretending that everything is love and light. We're feeling it. We're recognizing it. But we're also recognizing that too much of this and staying stuck in this for too long is detrimental. It's detrimental to our well-being. So I feel, feminine, what this is saying is that try not to focus so much on what the masculine is doing or not doing on this journey, and really try to put that focus more on yourself. This will help you on your journey just to feel more peace, etc. Because Spirit's telling me in this reading that they have a plan for the divine masculine. And it doesn't mean it doesn't involve you. It just means that there's something, a huge shift, a huge tower moment that is still due for this masculine. And when this occurs, this may be when the masculine truly starts to shift more towards the light and away from the shadow self that really is just kind of sucking him dry and taking him under, is what I'm seeing right now. So a lot of beautiful growth opportunities for shadow, feeling very uncomfortable things, feeling out of control, all of this stuff. A lot of growth opportunities here. So anyways, you guys, we're going to go ahead and take this over into the extended. Over there, we're going to take a look at past life energy. What past life themes are still influencing your current connection? Karmic lessons. What specific shadows and hardships must be faced in order to obtain a healthy union with each other? So we're going to take a look at some of those karmic relationships that are playing out, or just karmic lessons. And then this next one, soul contracts. What soul agreements do you have with other people that are going to help prepare you for one another? That's when we're going to dive deep into those details of other contracts. And then destiny. What chain of events is still destined for this connection? So if you guys would like to join me over there, I'll put that link to the video in the description box down below, as well as pin it to the top comment in the comment section. And thank you guys so much for watching this reading today. If you enjoyed it, or you want to just kind of share your story or experience, definitely put that in the comment section down below, because a lot of other people that also comment like to see that other people are, either going through similar things as them. It's kind of like a little bit of therapy, just kind of knowing that other people are kind of sharing that sort of thing. And definitely don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Share this video with somebody that might benefit from it, and all those good things. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel, because right now, for whatever reason, it's like YouTube is doing a clearing on the page. There's just a lot of a drop off there. Who knows? Maybe it's me. But anyways, thanks to guys, and hopefully I'll see you over on the extended. Take care. Bye bye.